G'day and welcome back to the shed. My name's Mark. Well, we're just going back to our way of doing things that I've previously done it. I'm recording the video on the iPhone using the Rode Wireless Go, so we're getting the Go 3, sorry. So we're getting good audio. Auto assist gain is on. But anyway, just a short one. This is a little modification that's been made to the lathe here in front of us. It's a piece of aluminium. Yes, I know our friends in America call it something else. They call it aluminum. But anyway, aluminium. It's just going to sit on top here. It's protruding out a bit here, about 3 to 5 mil. So I've got to put it in the milling machine and just recess that a little bit further. And then a couple of screws to hold it down, probably 3. But what it's going to do is we'll be able to set the lathe tools, whoops, when I get it around the right way. I'm going to put the lathe tools on here like this so they're easy access and they're not sitting on top of the headstock and cluttering things up like you wouldn't believe. This has worked great, but it gets very cluttered up here and you knock things off and you lose track and other things build up and it just, yeah, so let's sort it out. So now we'll grab this bit of aluminium here and we'll go over to the milling machine and get it sorted out. Right, now I've got the camera set up in the position I need it to. I'll set this up the way it needs to be to make the recess, and I'm going to have to put another parallel down. These things here are called parallel strips. They're precision ground to a certain size, and usually they're used like that in that sort of situation, but in this situation I'm using them like this. So the material sits up, and being aluminium, it's fairly soft and weak, very versatile bit of stuff, but can be a little bit hard to machine if it's not supported well, especially if it's in this situation. I've got my dead blow hammer here, which I'm going to use to sit things down nicely. Make sure everything's sitting down, which it's not. I'll have to loosen this off. I've got a lot of overhang. So I'll loosen this off. Sitting nicely. The vise is just in that right spot where it's not too tight and it's not too loose. So I'll have to use my leg there just to tighten things up. Make sure that's sitting down properly. That's looking much better. Everything's nice and tight. And a bit of steel's just pushing it up against the back face here. I only got to take about 3 mil off, but I'll take as much as possible. So we might move to another camera position, I think. Right, we've repositioned the camera now, and the digital readout makes a good camera position, so we'll get going on this. I'm just making sure that making sure we are cutting all the way along evenly. I've got a fairly fast feed rate. I've got a carbide cutter and it's just chomping through it like there's no tomorrow. Went over it, I took it out of the vise as you probably saw, and I went over and checked it, and there's still a little bit more to come off, another couple of mil. I could probably get away with a mil, but we'll go a couple. So we've had to reposition the parallel strips, so I've got them standing up on their edge. And we're just going to come over, touch here and go down, do another cut, same as before. Job done. Right, we'll just take those burrs off now. Where are we? There we are. We'll take those burrs off, clean that up, and that'll be right to, we'll get some screws and screw it down and start putting some tools on it. For ease of use, I'm just going to get out the old pop rivets and pop rivet it on. I'll just put, might just put 2 in initially. No, I'll go 3. So I'll probably just go these ones here. They're like a 3 mil, they're long enough. They'll be absolutely perfect. So I'll just find the drill and drill some holes and lock that in place. But that's looking really good. Nicely recessed, flush here, flush there. Let's do it. I've just gone along and marked it with a paint marker. I'm just going to center pop it now. It's just going to help me start my drill. Automatic center punch, good bit of gear. Just going to put the 3 holes in. Right. These are 1/8 or 3.2 millimeters. So just got it in the drill here. Find me center pop and line him up and just go straight through. Without falling over. So I'll just extend that out a little bit, make it easier for myself. A bit more clearance now. Because I didn't make it easy for myself. Okay, let's grab this, and I've got a clamp here. That's what you do, just drop it in there. And you drop that in there too. There we go, we're good for dropping things. Righto, let's take that out. Okay, that'll do. And now we can put our lathe tools so that they're nice and handy in front of us. Let's grab a few more, a couple that are here. Boring bars. They can go like that. In no particular order. I suppose smallest to biggest. Obviously that's not the biggest, but you get the idea. And our usual tools, our knurling tool they can sit there. I suppose I should put these all together. Righto, that's looking better. Much better. Knurling, threading. Knurling tool can go there, parting tool. So it's surprising how quickly the room gets taken up. Let's bring everything down here. There we go, 9 tools. Well, I've got more than that obviously, but we all have. the big bugger here, I've got to give that a clean up. But anyway, there you go. Happy days. That looks absolutely fantastic, and it's cleaned up the top of the headstock really well. Be able to sort that out a bit better now so things don't fall off. Righto. That's it. Thanks for joining us. See you Thursday night live, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.